Hi, welcome back to the House of Floss Fluff. My name is Carrie, and thank you for joining me for my fourth Flosstube video. Today is Tuesday, September 19th, at least the day that I'm recording this video. It probably won't be uploaded until tomorrow, knowing how slow my Wi-Fi goes, but we're going to cross our fingers and hope that maybe it will get uploaded quickly. I doubt it, but you never know. Anyway, so thank you guys for joining me again. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that has given me comments, likes, has subscribed to my channel. I really, really appreciate it. I love hearing from you guys. Certainly love watching everybody else on Flosstube. I am woefully behind, but I am trying to get caught back up. It's been kind of a crazy week. Work has been crazy, and then I've come down with a little bit of a summer or end of summer, beginning of fall cold. Could be allergies too a little bit, but I haven't been feeling the greatest. So you guys, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice right now. I've had sore throat and stuff, but starting to feel better. So I wanted to get this video done. I believe this is I think my fourth or fifth time recording this video. So, I hope this is the last time I will stop and start over again, but we'll see. Anyway, so I've got lots to show you guys today. I've got some FFO'd pieces. I only have one new finish to show you, but then I've got some new starts, and I've got some progress on my whips, and lots of haul. Yes, my birthday haul came in this week. Well, most of it came in. I still have a couple things outstanding, but most of it came in, so I've got lots to show you guys. That's why I'm actually on my floor in my craft room right now, because I've got stuff everywhere. I didn't have a table big enough, so I went ahead and sat on the floor. So, alright, so with that in mind of how much I have to show you guys, let's get started. So I went ahead and FFO'd some pieces this week. Most of these are older pieces that I had completed the stitching earlier this year or the end of last year, and so I finally went ahead and did something with them. So the first piece that I'm going to show you, hold on, excuse me, I got to reach here. Alright, is my two foxes. The pattern is from Fox You Are So Crafty on Etsy, and I wanted to do this one in another twig frame, like the witch in the frog hat that I showed you guys in my second video. And the reason I wanted to do another twig frame was I've had a few people ask me if I'd be willing to do a tutorial on how I made the frames and how I attached the stitching and whatnot. So I wanted to make sure that I could replicate the process. So that's why I went ahead and made another one. And thankfully I could replicate the process, because I've had that happen before, which isn't that frustrating? I don't know if anyone else has had it happen, where you do something really cool and then for some reason you just cannot repeat the process, or it just doesn't turn out, or so this time it did, it turned out. The only thing with this one is this piece is pretty well squared, and working with these wood frames, or these little twig frames, I tried to get it as square as possible, but you can tell this side is a little bit higher than this side, and so it's not perfectly square. I think it still looks really cute, and it's kind of the appeal of these more rustic type finishings. But if it bothers you that a square is not a perfect square, then this would not probably work. And usually that stuff really, really bothers me, but I'm okay with it on this piece. So, and I did actually put the little hanger on this one, so it's actually hanging right on my wall downstairs. So I am going to try and work on a tutorial. I'm not sure if it's going to be a YouTube video, or it may just be pictures with with it written out, the instructions written out on my blog. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna work on it. There's no guarantees of when I'm going to get it done. I'm hoping to have it done by the end of October for sure, but we'll just have to see how work goes. Work has been just crazy. So that was my first finish. And then my next one, I showed you guys the frame last week. And so I went ahead and finally got my princess dresses in the frame. There we go. I think there we go. Not as much glare. But as you can see, it wrinkled in the frame. And so I washed the piece and I ironed it and before I put it in the frame, and it wrinkled on me. I don't know why, but it's going to drive me insane. And I asked my husband, I'm like, oh, what do you think? Doesn't it look nice? And he's like, oh yeah, it looks really good. And I looked at it closer and I'm like, oh, but it wrinkled. And he's like, but it looks fine. I'm like, but it wrinkled. He's like, honey, it looks fine. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I'm like, it wrinkled. And he's like, hun, are you going to hang it in a museum? I'm like, well, no, it's going to sit right down here. And he's like, well, then it's okay. I'm like, no, it's not okay. So it will be coming out of the frame probably when he goes back to work. It'll be coming out of the frame. I will be ironing it again, and I'll probably also be fixing these two French knots. The Jasmine and the Tatiana French knots kind of came undone a little bit. I'll be fixing those as well. I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but I don't know. Definitely that drives me crazy. Anyway, next finish was from, hold on, a lot of stuff there. Was from the Cross Stitcher magazine. It's from the February 2016 issue. This would be the issue with the Love Is All You Need from Stitchrovia. And it is this little pattern right here in the front. I did all of the little kitties and I made it into a little pillow because I am going to master making little hand-sewn pillows. I am determined. So I was a little frustrated with my pillows that I showed you guys in my third video because it was definitely far from perfect. So I went ahead and I went on to Google and I Googled how to make a hand-sewed or how to make a hand-sew pillow. Okay? And I found a YouTube channel. The name of the person is Lori Lindsay. And she must be a sewing teacher or something along those lines because she had some really great tutorials. And look at, I actually made it. My seams look pretty good. I do need to work a little bit on my whip stitching for the closing, but it looks much better. We're coming along, we're coming along. So eventually you guys are going to get probably sick and tired of seeing all my little pillows, but I'm going to have this mastered. I am. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So yeah, this was the magazine was the one you guys probably know. It was the magazine with the little kitty floss bobbins. That was the magazine that had that pattern. So my last finish was something I have been wanting to try for a while. So I did my first no-sew cube. And a cute little polar bear. And my cube. I even made the little bow. And I just did a plain green fabric on the back. But I'm very proud of him. Okay, he is from, hold on. He is from the Cross Stitch Favorites, the Christmas Cross Stitch Favorites magazine. This was the Christmas 2011 issue. As you can tell, it's very, very, very well worn. I've used this issue a lot. And he is from the Festive Friends section. I'm just going to show you real quick because it's all the patterns. Okay, that's the section that he's from. And so he turned out so cute that I am definitely planning on stitching up some more of them. Now, I've noticed he's slightly off just a little bit. I thought I had him on pretty squared, but he is just slightly off. Not enough. I don't think I'm not going to take him apart and redo him, but you know, I don't think it'll bother me too much. I don't think. No, I don't think I'm going to take him apart. I like him, so he's cute. For my very first one, I was really proud. I thought he came out really, really nice. Okay. So then my other finish, this is just finished, I finished the stitching. I did not get this FFO'd yet. But this is my other finish. This is Rose Hip Berries from the October 2017 Just Cross Stitch magazine. And in the magazine, they turned them into table linens. So obviously that is not what I'm going to do with mine. More than likely he's going to become another little pillow. Or a wall hanging of some sort. I am going to do the rest, the leaves, and I did go on to the Just Cross Stitch website and download the pumpkin. So I will stitch all 3 of them. That's my plan. I don't know if they're going to get done this year, but that's the plan. They will all get stitched eventually. So this was a new start this week, and it was also a finish. So I was pretty proud of that. Okay, so on to my other new starts. So like everybody else that I've watched on Flosstube or Stitch Mania, it seems it's going around, is Starter-itis. Well, Starter-itis just kind of lives at my house. Like, I'm always starting new things. But mine has gone to, like, Halloween-itis. It has been, for one thing, buy all the Halloween patterns, and then start all of the Halloween patterns. I don't know. I am obsessed with Halloween stitching right now. It's crazy. I don't know why. I think it's because we usually decorate our outside a lot for Halloween, and we're not going to be doing that this year. So I think I'm just like, yep, I'm going to decorate my entire house for Halloween. But this was my first new start. This is Pumpkins in Love, and this is from The Primitive Hair on Etsy. I love this. It's only 2 colors. It's terrific. I love patterns that have very few colors. Sometimes. Okay, so my start. Oh, there we go. Helps if you turn them the right way. So there's my start on my Pumpkins in Love. Sorry, my hands don't want to cooperate with me today. My needle minder is a Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery needle minder. So I started on the male pumpkin. I'm assuming they're like scarecrows with pumpkins on the head for the heads. I love this piece. This is 18 count Aida that I hand dyed a couple weeks ago. I'm using 1 strand of floss because that is how I am now addicted to working with 18 count Aida. So love it. I have a lot of fun working on this one, and it's stitching up fairly quickly. I don't know if I'll have all this done by Halloween this year, but we're gonna try. Then I started this piece, Early Witches, and this is from The Primitive Hair as well. That's my other obsession, has been witches. You guys already know about my obsession with mermaids. It's now becoming witches as well. I don't know. I'm curious to see if the obsession with witches lasts past Halloween. We'll see. I don't know if it'll go away with Halloween, but we'll see. Okay, so my start. There is my start. I started on the 3rd witch. It's the witch with the pumpkin for a head. And you can see her, my Frankie needle minder that I made. And this is 14 count Aida that I hand dyed myself. So, fairly decent start. It's coming along pretty quick. Lots of border to do yet, so I may go ahead and just kind of sit and do the border one night, but we'll see. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to find places for everything. Okay, the last new start was another witch. This is another pattern from The Primitive Hair. This is called Miss Grimilde, and I don't have the cover page for her, but you can kind of see, you can see what she's going to look like. It's just her bust, basically. So it's, you know, her head, and then her hat comes up here, and then a little bit more of her dress. So I really, really love this one. Someone on Instagram said, oh, that looks like the witch from The Wizard of Oz. I'm like, oh yeah, it does. I didn't even realize, but yep, it does. It looks like the Wicked Witch from The Wizard of Oz. And this little needle minder I got this in the needle minder exchange that I did. Oh, and there's a lot of glare. And it says, grab life with both hands. So I did a needle minder exchange. I'll show you guys. I got a couple other little things in that exchange that I'll show you guys later. So very cute. Very cute. And this is 14 count Aida that I hand dyed myself that I showed you guys in my last video. So very pleased with how those are coming along. Alright, on to my whips. Oops. Sorry, gotta keep moving everything. So the first one I worked on, I pulled out Catty Witch for Witchy Wednesdays. And that is from Priscilla and Chelsea, their channel. They're doing Witchy Wednesdays, and it's a hashtag on Instagram, and of course I'll put everything below so you guys can know, but this is what she's going to look like when she's finished. Remember from, I think I showed you guys, I started her in my second video. She was being a really big pain to work on. Went a little bit better this next time that I pulled her out, so that's good. So there she is. I finished up her face. Aside, I just have to put in her mouth. Did a little bit more on her dress, and then I started on her hat. Because her hat is pretty big. Of course, I think a cat sits on her hat, so it's got to be a pretty big hat. So she's coming along better. Better than she was originally. When I first started this one, I was like, oh boy. I don't know if I'm going to... This one may be permanently put away, but no. It's going better. Going better. Okay. So then the next one is the moon phases from the little stitcher on Etsy. I had to look because I always get her shop name wrong. I don't know why. I want to add in other words to her shop. So like I said, that's the moon phases. And there it is. It was hiding. As I put in a little bit more work into this. It's a little bit light. The fabric ended up being a little bit lighter than I had thought. So I hope you guys can see. I did the moon and some of the stars, and then I did a little bit more to her dress. And then with this piece, there was some interest from a few other floss tubers in stitching this piece as well. So I went ahead and I made a hashtag moon phases SAL, so to stitch along for these patterns, because you actually get both patterns. If you buy this, you get both of these patterns, the waning moon and the waxing moon. So you'll get them both. And so if you want to join in and with stitching this, you can just hashtag moon phases SAL on Instagram. Like I said, I'll put everything like that, I'll put below so you guys can see it. So it's coming along. This is 18 count Aida that I hand dyed. And I'm doing this with one strand of floss. Because like I said, that's my new obsession. I love working with one strand of floss. Makes life very easy. So the last one I pulled this one out last night. It's my Harry Potter piece that I started for the Stitch Mania Stitch Along on September 1st. They did a Welcome Back to Hogwarts. This is by Good Morning Maui on Etsy, and I finished Harry. So I thought he came out really cute, and you can see I started Ron's hair, but I didn't get very far. It was late, time to go to bed. So I love Hedwig. I think Hedwig is just adorable sitting on Harry's arm. So, and it's a small piece. It's just Harry, Ron, and Hermione. So hopefully this one won't take me too long. It shouldn't. I say that, but you know. Okay, so that's what I worked on this week. So now we get into the fun stuff. My upcoming plans, which are going to tie into my haul that I got for my birthday. So remember, birthday haul, okay? I don't usually get to shop like this all the time. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you, I showed you the needle minder that I got. We did a exchange through our blogs, It was a needle minder exchange. And so what you did is you had to send, obviously, a needle minder and a small cross-stitched piece, and then a couple pieces of, or a couple things of DMC floss. So I showed you guys the needle minder I got, but then this is the stitched piece that I received. How cute is that? I love it. I love it. The whole thing, it's just adorable. I mean, the stitching is gorgeous. The finishing is so cute. So yeah, this is going to, you'll probably be seeing this up somewhere up on here from now on, because it's gonna get it's just begging to be hung. It's got to be hung somewhere. And then these were the flosses that she sent me. So aren't they pretty? Just some, you know, really pretty DMC flosses. Very summery. So that was fun. That was a really fun exchange. So I'm very, very happy. All right. So then, next one that I plan on working on. And I gotta find where I put the magazine. Because, okay, here it is. So I've been saying this now. I think this is what, my third video that I've said I want to work on this piece. I'm going to. I swear, I'm going to work on this piece. It is from the Just Cross Stitch Halloween 2017 issue. If I can find it. There it is. Okay, it is this one. It is the Haunted Household, or is it Haunting Household. Okay, and remember I picked out all, hold on, I'll get my flosses real quick. Maybe I'll get them real quick. Ooh, sorry. Stuff is heavier than I think it's going to be. Okay, so I went to Color and Cotton. I think I showed you guys this, and I picked out all hand-dyed flosses for the colors in this, except I forgot to get an orange because, I don't know, apparently I didn't feel orange was the important color in that. I don't know. So, for a birthday haul, I went and I ordered 2 different oranges from 123 Stitch. This is this one right here, the bright one. Hold on. Too much stuff and my hands don't want to work right. This is Orange Marmalade from Gentle Art. And then I got Pumpkin from Weeks Dye Works. So, putting all the colors together, I think we're going to go like this. So I think, pretty sure, I'm going to do this. So this is going to be my Haunting Household. Those are going to be the colors at least. And then I did dye gray fabric to go. So, I think so. So, crossing fingers. This, I've been, like I said, I've been saying it for 3 videos now. This is the 3rd video. I'm going to start it. I have all the flosses. I'm going to start it. Alright. So, that is one of my upcoming plans. And that is a little bit of haul. Okay. Other upcoming plan, I bought a new pattern from 123 Stitch. Oops, sorry. Called Halloween Season of the Witch by Bobby G Designs. And that's what it's going to look like. Okay. Now, I got a little creative with this one. Usually I follow what's charted, but I decided I wanted to try something new. So I bought a piece of hand-dyed fabric. It is the Picture It Plus fabric. Okay. It is 14 count Aida. It's called Flash. Okay. I like this. I do like it. However, when I had my idea in mind of how I wanted to stitch this, I wanted a fabric that was a little bit darker, kind of a grungy pumpkin, if you will. And this is not quite what I had in mind. So, I went ahead and I dyed a few myself. So these are the 2 that I dyed to give me my grungy pumpkin. And I just finished these. I haven't even had time to press them yet. So that's why they're all wrinkly and everything. I haven't pressed them yet. So I'm going to use one of these, I think this one, for for this. Okay. Now instead of using the black, what I did is I picked out 3 different shades. Hold on, I'm just gonna, because I got a couple skeins of each. So I picked out 3 different skeins, or 3 different colors of green. Okay, and so I was going to cut the pattern into thirds and do each third in a different green. So I kind of, you know, I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to put them yet, but that's the plan that I have in my head. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work. I think it will, and I think it'll be kind of cool and different. So we're going to try it. But yeah, that's about as like creative as I've ever gotten with a pattern. Usually I follow whatever is charted, so I'm like really going out of my comfort zone. You guys are like, I don't know, a bad influence or a really good influence, I think. I don't know. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. So hopefully that will work out. Okay. So those are upcoming plans with the stuff that I got in my new haul. Okay. So on to the rest of my birthday haul. Big pile of DMC. This is just DMC floss that I can't get locally and I needed for projects. So, alright, so then I got some fabrics because I have been wanting to try to do a little bit more on even weave, but I'm not quite sure which even weave I like, so I went ahead and bought a couple different Jobelins and Luganas to see which I preferred working on. So this is Summer Sky. This is Jobelin, and it's just a small piece. It's just a 9x13 piece. So it's a very pretty light blue color. And then this is Springfield Sage. This is Lugana. Again, 9x13, just a small little piece. Okay. This is just an antique white Lugana. This is a little bit of a larger piece. Figured I might try and dye it myself and just see how dye takes to that. I don't know. I have to read up a little bit more on that. And then this is Sage Summer Khaki, and this is Jobelin. Again, small piece. And then I do have a full coverage piece that I would like to do. So I bought a big piece of the Easy Count, the Magic Guide stuff. This is just 14 count Aida. So I will hopefully be starting a big full coverage piece. Okay, so then I went on down Sunshine Lane and found a couple patterns that I liked. So this is one by the Primitive Hair. This is Rapunzel. This was not in her Etsy shop, but I found this, like I said, on down Sunshine Lane. I found it. So love that. And then this is by Bent Creek, Oodles of Winter. I love snowmen. I love penguins. And there's a big glare on that. Hold on. Maybe it'll come out. I don't know. Jeez, my hands. Okay. Oodles of Winter. So, like I said, I love snowmen. I love penguins. And what sold it was seriously penguin on top of a walrus. How can you say no? You cannot say no to that. So, very cute. Cannot wait to start that. And now this last one. Okay. My first Ink Circles pattern. And it is Dog Pile. And I had to have it because right down here is a Newfoundland. And we have a 7-month-old Newfoundland puppy. So I had to have it. Love it. Love it. Can't wait to start that one. Okay. Last little thing here that I bought. Okay. Waxy Moon Designs. I've seen their stuff on, I think, 123 Stitch, but they also have a Etsy shop. So I went ahead and bought a couple of their patterns. This is All Hallows Eve. Just a small, cute little one. This one I love. My My stash is huge, and I'm not ashamed. Oh yeah, I will be stitching that. That will probably be going behind me. And then this one, so this is Bewitched. And it's 2 different patterns, which I think these will actually look perfect on this fabric. So, very excited. And then one last one that I got on Etsy is by Blackwood and Briar, and it is Witch House. It is the it's a house from the from Salem. So I just love this. So those were the new patterns that I got, new stuff that I got, and then the very, very last thing that I got. My husband stopped into a Walmart because he drives truck for Walmart. So he stopped in at a Walmart looking for the DMC floss that was on sale to see if he could find me any more. He couldn't, but he found me this really cute Busilla kit, and it is the Paul to Corinthians. So it's the Love is Patient, Love is Kind. This was read at our wedding, so I thought that was really, really sweet. And then he picked me up some more of my, wouldn't you know, it cut me off like seriously right at the very end. I'm almost done. Anyway, so the last thing, he picked me up some more of my little binder pouches, or my little pencil case pouches. And so, because I love to use these. These ones actually are a little bit bigger than I think than the other ones I have. So, but I love to use these as little project bags. So, and that's sweet. And these were in the clearance aisle too. So I think he got everything here for like under $5. Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's so cool. So that is everything. That is everything. Like I said, I have a couple more things coming in, but not much. So that's the big birthday haul. So I am spoiled. My husband loves me. Maybe he doesn't always know quite how much he loves me, but he loves me a lot, a lot. So I'm very lucky. So anyway, so thank you guys so much for taking some time out of your day and joining me. And I hope to see you guys again in probably another 10 days. So hope you guys get lots of stitching time and everyone stays healthy and happy. And I will see you all later. Bye!